First of all, thank you very much for taking part in the Business Spotlight series. It's great to have you on. So I'm going to hand over to you straight away. So let you introduce yourself and what you do.
Thanks, Ed, for the opportunity. So we run a business which is called HiLo Maritime Risk Management. And what we are basically doing is helping organizations to use data in a much better way. So most of the organizations carry a lot of data. And how do you make data-driven decisions is what we're trying to target. We started in the marine industry because that's my background. I'm an ex-sailor by background and then turned into a strategist, worked for Shell before. And this company was set up in Shell and then spun out as an independent company about 4 years back. So we started this in the marine industry. We've been extremely successful. We have no competitors and all the competitors obviously coming in the market. And what we did there was we got the 60 leading shipping companies in the world to share their internal data, very sensitive internal data. And in return, what we give them is their risk profiles for their ships. We have now created a parallel brand called Midas, and Midas is now working with businesses across the globe of any form and shape, could be construction or could be aviation, rail, any industry, where they've got a lot of data and they want to make data-driven decisions.
Excellent. And who's your best customer?
Oh, that's a good one. I think the best customer for us, rather than taking a name, because as I said,
yes, in terms of the sector or sort of areas.
Yeah. So our best customer are the ones we are dominant in shipping, in the world of shipping, but our best customers are the ones who take actions when they see their risk profile, rather than saying, this may not happen to me. You know, when there is this concept of risk normalization, that's what worries us. And we get a lot of customers who have had something going wrong and then coming to us and asking, hey, how did you predict? And we say, you know what, we don't have a crystal ball. I wish I had a crystal ball. I probably would be on my yacht in Bahamas. What we are doing is just a statistical analysis telling them what exactly they need to worry about. So to sum it up, best customers who actually take certain actions after seeing their risk profile.
Excellent. That totally makes sense. I like the data-driven approach as well. So look, obviously talk about risk there and things that happen. What was the impact of COVID on the business?
On business, I think the biggest impact was, I would say at a global level, a lot of companies were burning a lot of cash because, you know, no one thought that could happen or something like that could happen. So the biggest impact was in our operations and our ways of working. We became very frugal. I think that was the very positive impact. A more materialistic impact was we became virtual. So the entire organization is spread across 4 different countries. And now we are completely virtual. Having said that, we are now thinking of going back into face-to-face because I think the collaboration and camaraderie is something that is missing. So I think hopefully in 2023, we're looking at going back into a brick and mortar space.
Excellent. Okay, so that tells a little bit about the future. Other side of the future, what would you see as the challenges moving forward?
So challenges is again a very generic thing for me. It's not just for my business or any other technology or marine tech business or whatever it is. It's the biggest challenge, I think, is it's down to people. The industry, COVID has created many opportunities, and there is a huge shift in people's mindset. So, for example, you know, you probably know this, the hospitality sector is struggling because people don't want to go back there, right? And the tech industry is also struggling because everybody is coming there, but the demand is quite significant. And this is global, right? And also because the demand is there, yes, there's a lot of talent is an issue, but even good talent is a challenge. Because people suddenly, the ones who have 1 or 2 years of experience, who previously wouldn't have a job, or at least would have a job at a junior level, are expecting exorbitant wages and are expecting that they should probably become CTO after 2 years. And I'm exaggerating, but you get the drift.
Sure.
So I think the talent is becoming a major issue globally. And when I say talent, it's about good talent. That's a major issue. And of course, the macroeconomics is always there. Whatever's happening in the war, every one of us is getting impacted at a different level. So I think, again, that's at a macro level.
Yeah, no, very interesting to get different insights from different business owners. So on that, for yourself, excuse me. What would you say has been your biggest learning as a business owner?
Oh God. I think my biggest learning can be split into different parts. I mean, say one thing would be around people. People are the biggest assets in an organization. When I worked for a corporate before this, I always believed people were the biggest assets. I mean, I didn't see that. I never thought that they weren't, but it became much more evident as being in a startup or a smaller business and being on the top of the food chain. You just suddenly realize. So people, keep your people happy, and give them the right skill sets, give them the right resources, give them the opportunity to grow. They will help the organization grow. So that's my first biggest learning. The second biggest learning is tenacity. The cliched idiom, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I mean, in the last 4 years, I keep joking, I had black hair. I've actually grayed in the last 4 years. But it's about having tenacity. And my favorite quote for the last few years is, "This too shall pass." And if you think things are going great, trust me, that too shall pass. So it's about keeping your head down and just moving along your vision and your purpose, and maintaining that balance.
Excellent. Yeah, thank you. Very, very sage advice. So on a similar note, is there anything different or any different advice you'd give to your 18-year-old self?
Oh yeah, this is something that I don't regret, but I always feel I had known. It's about growth. I was always ambitious, but I think between my 18 and 31, 32, I had a lot of time I could have spent augmenting myself. I could have read more. I could have taught myself more. And as I said, I don't regret it, but I wish I could have done more in that space. So I think that's where it is. It's just constantly growing yourself. I think that's what I would have told my 18-year-old.
Excellent. No, definitely good advice. What's any book recommendations?
Oh, I don't even know from where to start, because I used to read one book in 5 years to now I read about 20 to 24 books a year. So I don't even know where to start. But my favorite book, I can't stay. My favorite book is a very old, decades back, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. That is my number one book in the world. Very basic principles, and each one of them works.
Excellent. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, there's often said there's no new advice. It's just about doing the things that exist well, isn't it?
Well said. Well said. There's never new advice.
Perfect. So that's some source of inspiration. What else do you find at the moment that inspires you?
On a professional level, what inspires me is making an impact. That has been something which has been throughout my life and my career, even when sailing, even when I was in strategy. It's all about impact, impacting people or impacting an industry, bringing about some change. And that's always my driving force. So if you think about it from a shipping perspective, we are the only organization in the world. As a matter of fact, probably across industries, we are the only company in the world which gets all competitors to share data for a common cause. I am yet to come across any industry or any organization across industries that gets competitors to share that kind of data globally. So you can see we are making a very, very big impact. And on and same ways, we're trying to make the industry safer. So we're trying to reduce the number of accidents and incidents that happen, for example, in the marine industry. So that's down to an individual level, so that, saving lives basically. So that's what inspires me. On a personal level, golf. I'm a golf fanatic in the sense that I think it's the most amazing. It's a game of life. It teaches you to be calm. It teaches you to cut your losses when you're in the rough. And it teaches you to have fun at the end once you're tired and you're exhausted.
Yeah. Yeah, I think anyone who's a regular golfer can resonate with that. So I can definitely agree with those things. Well, it gives you the opportunity to be calm.
Yeah, you're from Scotland. I'm sure you must be good.
I'm a keen golfer. Yeah.
I know. I mean, for me, it's every weekend. I'm traveling to Asia tomorrow, and I'm carrying my full set with me. So I fly the world with my set.
Excellent. I can't resist now. What's the best course you've played around the world?
Oh, actually, you'll be surprised. I can't remember the name, but it's in Thailand. It's a course in Thailand, which was oh God, what was it?
Not in Mauritius, is it?
No, it's in Thailand. And the guy, the American guy used to wear a hat. I just can't remember his name. Jack Nicholas. No, not American guy. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, it's a Jack Nicholas. Not Jack Nicholas was American, right?
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Yeah. So he is. Sorry. So Jack Nicholas it's a Jack Nicholas designed course in Thailand, and the highlight of the course was a par 8.
Wow.
100, I think 1,100 or 1,200 yards.
Yeah. One of the only times you're happy to put an 8 in your scorecard.
Exactly.
Even a 9, perhaps.
Oh yeah. Even 9 is amazing, but it was amazing. You could see the flag. I mean, you could see 1,200 yards away, and the little flag in the end. It was really interesting. Very interesting course.
Excellent. I could keep talking to you about golf.
Well, I'm doing a golf vacation again in Jan. So I do it quite often. Yeah. So yeah.
So as a final thing, are there any offers or any news you'd like to share with our audience?
I think the news is, I mean, from a product perspective, I think all I would say is that we are quite aggressively growing the business when it comes to helping other industries. We've been successful in the marine industries. It's completely transferable. How other industries can develop these same data-driven decision making. And for the marine industry, I think my update is we're coming up with the industry's very first quantitative model on human reliability. So how do you improve human reliability on board your ships? So no one has been able to do it before, and we are the first ones who are going to do it.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. It's been fantastic talking to you. Great to learn about what you do. As you say, it's a unique position you occupy. Always interesting to hear. And thank you very much for all your tips too.
Thanks a lot, Ed. Take care then.